even though Brown is a member of the Ivy League and a large research university, it is actually somewhat similar to the liberal arts colleges that Katya and I just spoke about, because it tends to attract students who are artsy, students who are creative. And like Amherst, it has an open curriculum. So you only have to take the courses required by your major. And there are 2 writing requirements as well, but you don't have to take specific courses in math or specific courses in English or a foreign language or anything. As you can see, Brown considers the rigor of your secondary school record, your class rank, all of these academic factors as very important. And then once you go to the non-academic column, they consider your talent and your ability, as well as your character and personal qualities very important. Extracurriculars are important, and everything else is considered. Like the other schools we discussed, actually, let me first talk about the strong programs. Brown has, like all of the schools we discussed, Brown is very strong in almost everything, but it is actually particularly strong in neuroscience, computer science, computational biology, classics, environmental science, political science, engineering, and they have this very interesting creative writing program that's one of the only creative writing programs for undergraduates. That's its own major, not just a subsection of the English major, as well as this special program called PLME, Program in Liberal Medical Education, where accepted students are guaranteed admission to the medical school at Brown. So it's a BSMD program and a dual degree with RISD, the Rhode Island School of Design. So for a student interested in graphic design or art, you can get a degree from Brown and a degree from RISD. I think it's kind of surprising that they have such strong STEM programs, but I will say, as someone who went there, a lot of my friends studied STEM, even though that's not what their reputation is necessarily for, and they have really good facilities. It is in Providence, Rhode Island, which is the capital of Rhode Island, and it's a city. So unlike those other schools we talked about, those liberal arts colleges, it is not in the middle of nowhere. And the overlap schools are Wesleyan, Oberlin, Pomona, Amherst, which is the one we just spoke about, Yale, Harvard, Princeton, and UPenn. They have a pretty low admissions rate, about 3.7% for their regular decision. It's a little higher, about 14% for early decision. And they are very generous with financial aid. They meet 100% of demonstrated need, and they do not give merit aid. The cost of attendance is about $83,000. And they are not need blind for internationals, but for the class of 2029. So students applying in 2024, I believe, or 2025, they will be need blind for internationals. And like most of the other schools that we've discussed, they do not admit a lot of students from the waiting list. Last year, they waitlisted about 2,000. They admitted 15. So you can do the math. It's very small.
So as your alma mater, Emily, I'm gonna ask you one more question about Brown. Yeah, because you went there, you graduated from there, and in creative writing. So what's your experience?
I had a great experience there. One thing that I really loved is that I had access to the faculty, even as an undergraduate. So actually my advisor, for my senior thesis project recently, about a month ago, was announced as the winner of a Guggenheim Fellowship, which is a big award. And I was really excited that I got to work with someone who then won that fellowship, and we're still in touch. And it was fantastic to be able to be in touch with such talented people and to learn from them. So I had a great time. And I think something that's really special about Brown is that the students who go there aren't interested in just one thing. They tend to be interested in a lot of different things. And that's why the open curriculum works so well.